We have an upset in women's college basketball. We have a full slate of NBA games. And sadly, a movie connection to the sports world has passed away. Hello and thank you for joining. It is your sports update for February 2nd, 2024. My name is Lewis. Let's get right into it. We're going to start with some sports first, and we'll end with the news about the passing. Men's college basketball last night had only two top 25 games, but one of them resulted in an upset as number 13 Creighton loses at home to Butler 99-98. Butler had the lead and held on and improved to 15-7 on the season. Creighton drops to 16-6. Had a struggle over the last couple weeks. Congrats to Butler. The other top 25 game, number 21 Dayton improved to 18-3 with a win at home against St. Bonaventure 76-71. The upset in college was in the women's game as number 15 USC wins at Stanford 67-58. Stanford being ranked number 4. In that game, USC's Juju Watson scored 51 points. Freshman player, and what was interesting was they had lost at home a little while ago, and Juju, it's reported that she was working hard after practice trying to get better and trying to improve her game because she was frustrated with the loss. And so she went and dropped 51 points on 14 of 26 shooting. That was an incredible game for her. It's the first 50-point game in Division I this season for the women, and it was the school record for most points scored. So congrats to Juju Watkins and the USC Trojans. In the rest of college top 25 women's basketball, number 6 Colorado wins at Washington State 63-57. Number 7 UCLA wins at Cal 78-58. Number 20 Utah defeats Washington at Washington 83-65. And number 25 Princeton wins at home 79-59. On the ice, there was the All-Star Skills Challenge. If you're big on watching some of these skating crazes and the ability to control the puck and to pass it or shoot it in just the right spot, this would definitely be the recommended thing to watch. But the winner was Connor McDavid, and there was a challenge of speed, accuracy, a lot of different pieces, but he was the winner of the All-Star Challenge. From everything that I read, it seems to have been accepted really well, the revamped things that they were trying to do, and so it got accepted well and apparently resulted in a really exciting event. So recommended. If you can watch some of the highlights, definitely do that. We're going to go ahead and go to the NBA scores as they had quite a few games yesterday. So starting with the Clippers win at Detroit 136-125. Kawhi Leonard scored 35 points. Let me go ahead and give you some of the other numbers that were scored there. So Kawhi had 33 points. Russell Westbrook scored 23 and had 9 assists. With that makes Russell another player to reach the 25,000 career point mark. He was the 25th player in NBA history to do that. So congrats to Russell Westbrook. It's good to see that he sometimes, I know he doesn't always get the credit he deserves. Everybody, nicknames and stuff like that, I'm not going to call him that. Guy's been an incredible player, been one of the ones that doesn't get a lot said about him other than him being upset that he gets disrespected, and I don't blame him one bit on that. Paul George also dropped 18 and had 7 assists for the Clippers. For Detroit, they got 28 points from Jaden Ivey. They got 26 points for Bojan Bogdanovic. They got 21 for Marcus Sasser. And they got a double-double from Jalen Duren, who got 11 points and 13 rebounds. Again, not enough. Clippers 136-125 winners. Next up, the Miami Heat. Let's see. Move my pages around. Sorry about that. Let's go back to where I was. The Miami Heat 110-102 winners at the Wizards. Heat improved to 26-23 and are now one game above 500 on the road. Wizards unfortunately dropped to 9-39, only 3-20 at home. In the game for Miami, they were led in scoring by Jimmy Butler, who had 24 points and 9 rebounds. Bam Adebayo with a double-double, 20 points, 14 rebounds. And a double-double for Kevin Love, 13 points and 10 rebounds. For Washington, their top scorer was Corey Kispert, who had 26 points, and they got 16 and 10 assists from Jordan Poole. Miami with the win there. The Phoenix Suns lose at Atlanta, 129-120. Good win for the Hawks there. They were led in scoring by Trae Young, who had 32 points, 15 assists. So big game for him. Bogdan Bogdanovic, 23 points. By the way, no relation between the two. And DeJounte Murray, 22 points and 8 rebounds. They got a double-double from Clint Capella, 11 points, 10 rebounds. For Phoenix, they got 35 from Kevin Durant, who also had 8 rebounds and 8 assists. They got 24 from Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, 14 with 10 assists. But not enough as the Hawks, I don't want to call it an upset because there's only a 7-game difference between their records, but they come up with a big win there. Sacramento Kings went on the road against the Indiana Pacers, 133-122. Sabonis on his return to Indiana, I mean he's been returned before, but on his return had 26 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. De'Aaron Fox also had 25 with 6 assists, and Malik Monk added 23 for the Kings. For the Pacers, they got 22 from Pascal Siakam. They got 31 from Benedict Mathurin. And they got 17 from Buddy Hield. But not enough. Again, Sabonis and the Kings with a big win. The Toronto Raptors lose at Houston, 135-106. Houston with an impressive 18-9 home record. They're 23-25 overall, so that's not good, but definitely good at home. And Alperen Sengun scored big for the Rockets as he chipped in 24 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists. Cam Whitmore had 25 and 6 rebounds. And they got 19 from Amen Thompson. For the Raptors, they got 25 from Emmanuel Quickley, and they got 28 from Scotty Barnes. Only one other player, Gary Trent, had 12 points, and that was it for their double digits. So Houston with a dominant win, winning by 29 points, 135-106. Golden State Warriors with a big win on the road against the Memphis Grizzlies. They win 121-101. The Warriors improved to 21-24. Now, of course, the Grizzlies are 18-31, so not much of a difference there. But a big win for Golden State is Jonathan Kuminga scores 29 points. Draymond had a 9 points, 12 rebounds. Stephen Curry provided 20 points with 6 rebounds and 6 assists. For Memphis, they were led in scoring by Jaren Jackson's 27. They also got 16 from Jacob Gilyard. Again, not enough. Warriors with the big win. The Orlando Magic win at the Minnesota Timberwolves, 108-106. Timberwolves only lose for the 5th time at home, so big win there for Orlando. Paolo Banchero scores 23 points and 6 assists. They also got 19 from Franz Wagner and 18 from Wendell Carter Jr. Minnesota got 22 from both Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert. Rudy added 16 rebounds. They also got 19 from Karl Anthony Towns, but not enough as Orlando comes away with a big win, 108-106. The Hornets and the Thunder. Thunder, big win at home, 126-106. Thunder improved to 19-6 at home, 34-15 overall. SGA, their leading scorer, 31 points, 9 assists. They also got 16 from Chet Holmgren. For the Charlotte Hornets, they got 28 from Brandon Miller, and they got 15 from Bryce McGowans. Again, not enough. Oklahoma City with the 20-point win. New Orleans, the Pelicans win at San Antonio 114-113 as Zion makes a layup to the end of the game to win it for New Orleans. Zion ends up with 33 points and 8 rebounds. They also got 21 from C.J. McCollum, 19 from Brandon Ingram. San Antonio led in scoring by Devin Vassell's 28. Been pretty steady performer for them. Trey Jones chipped in 20 with 7 assists and 7 rebounds. And Victor Wembanyama had 16 with 14 rebounds and 7 assists. And last on the docket, but not least, the Denver Nuggets improved to 20-4 at home with a 120-108 victory over the Portland Trail Blazers. Denver's Nikola Jokic, 27 points, 22 rebounds, and 12 assists for yet another triple-double. And they also got 18 from Aaron Gordon. Jamal Murray had 13 with 10 assists and 9 rebounds, so he almost had a triple-double himself. For Portland, they were led in scoring by Anthony Simons, who had 20. Well, nope, I take that back. That was second in scoring, 29. Scoot Henderson provided 30 points to top Portland. Not enough for the 12-point win for the Denver Nuggets. Other NBA news to put out there, Joel Embiid, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, he has an injury to his lateral meniscus in his left knee. The time frame is still not been referenced to see how much longer he'll be out for. Good chance he'll miss the All-Star game, but we will wait and see and not say that that's official. For the last part of our news today, I just want to take a few moments. Carl Weathers, if you don't know, he was the actor that played Apollo Creed, who in the first couple Rockies was Rocky's nemesis, actually. In the first two, and the third one, he ends up helping him out. And then the fourth one, they're friends. And Apollo's death is what motivates Rocky to fight Dolph Lundgren, the big Russian heel in the movie. But anyway, he was a former NFL linebacker and went into acting. Was also known for credits in the movie Predator and the Adam Sandler movie Happy Gilmore as the trainer for Happy to teach him how to play golf. Well, unfortunately, Carl Weathers passed away. He was 76 years old. They didn't mention anything about health illness. They said actually that he had died peacefully in his sleep. The only reason I'm taking time to mention it this way is because, you know, the first Rocky came out actually the year I was born. And then I remember watching the movie and thinking he really played an intimidating bad guy. And I didn't watch Predator, but I did see the Happy Gilmore movie, and I remember the humor that was attached to the movie. And it was a sillyish movie, but I remember him being in it, and it was just kind of, you know, I'll put it this way. When I was in college, I remember watching a play, and one of the teachers that played the villain in the movie was just so convincing that I went to work a couple days later, and I worked with this particular teacher's wife. And I remember mentioning to her, I said, you know, I got to tell you about this weekend. She goes, I already know. She's like, I didn't even want to talk to him afterward because he did such a good job of being convincing. And Carl Weathers did that for me when I watched Rocky. You know, everybody knows the underdog story. And, you know, that's a cool story to be a part of, a cool story to watch. But he did such a good job of playing that role. It made the movie better. Now, things that I read was he was, you know, I mean, I can only go by what's stated. I don't know him, so I can't say for certain he's a great guy or he was a wonderful person. I can just go by what was said, and a lot was said that he was a really good person. I saw Adam Sandler post about it. I saw, I think Sylvester Stallone said something about it. And so I've seen a few, and there's more that I've seen that have said stuff. But, you know, just the passing of I don't want to say a legend. I don't want to say, I hesitate to say it just because I don't know, and I don't want to put my, you know, I don't want to say my reputation, but I don't want to sit there and say all these great things. But what I can say is he was an actor that did a job really well, and he had a great reputation among his peers, and that speaks volumes. So, rest in peace, Carl Weathers. Thank you for what you added to my life and my viewing, and we send prayers of comfort and peace to his family and his friends and his loved ones. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Have a wonderful day.